Belarus is a landlocked country in Eastern Europe. It is geographically positioned both in the northern and eastern hemispheres of the Earth. Belarus is bordered by 5 nations, by Russia in the north and east, by Ukraine in the south, by Poland in the west, by Lithuania and Latvia in the northwest. A landlocked country in Eastern Europe, Belarus occupies an area of 207,595 square kilometers or 80,153 square miles. It is a relatively low-lying country, flat. It can be divided into 2 main parts, the Polsk lowland north and the Dnieper lowland south. Belarus is heavily forested. A few areas of the rolling hills in the west blends into the lowlands. The extensive Pripyat marshes covers the southern reaches of the country. The country's highest point, the Zizrinsky Hill, stands at 1,135 feet or 346 meters. Its lowest point is on the Neman River at 90 meters or 295 feet. And as for rivers, Dnieper is the most significant. Others of importance include the Vina, Neman, and Pripyat. Many streams and over 10,000 small lakes are scattered about. Belarus, officially the Republic of Belarus, is divided into 6 regions. The regions are further subdivided into a total of 118 rayons, or districts. Minsk City has 9 rayons and enjoys special status as the national capital. Situated on the slopes of the Minsk Hills is Minsk, the capital, the largest and the most populous city of Belarus. It is also the major administrative, cultural, educational, industrial and economic center of the country. History. In the 5th century AD, Belarus, also known as White Russia, was colonized by East Slavic tribe. Kiev dominated it from the 9th to 12th century. After the destruction of Kiev by the Mongols in the 13th century, the territory was conquered by the Dukes of Lithuania. Although it retained a degree of autonomy, Belarus became part of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, which merged with Poland in 1569. Following the partitions of Poland in 1772, 1793 and 1795, in which Poland was divided among Russia, Prussia, and Austria, Belarus became part of the Russian Empire. Following World War I, Belarus proclaimed itself a republic, only to find itself occupied by the Red Army soon after its March 1918 announcement. The Polish-Soviet War of 1918 to 1921 was fought to decide the fate of Belarus. West Belarus was ceded to Poland. The larger eastern part formed the Belarusian SSR, which was joined to the USSR in 1922. In 1939, the Soviet Union took back West Belarus from Poland under the secret protocol of the Nazi-Soviet Non-Aggression Pact, and incorporated it into the Belarusian Soviet Socialist Republic, occupied by the Nazis in World War II. Belarus was one of the world's most devastated battlefields. When the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine exploded in 1986, 70% of its radiative fallout fell on the Belarusian SSR. Cancer and other illnesses have multiplied as a result. After 7 decades as a constituent republic of the USSR, Belarus attained its independence in 1991. Government restrictions on political and civil freedoms, freedom of speech and the press, peaceful assembly and religion have remained in place. Country's flag: red horizontal band top and green horizontal band 1/2 the width of the red band. A white vertical stripe on the west side bears Belarusian national ornamentation in red. The red band color recalls past struggles from oppression. The green band represents hope and the many forests of the country. Cultural practices: avoid using the thumbs up gesture in Belarus. It is considered rude. Capital city: Minsk. Etymology: the origin of the name is disputed. Minsk may originally have been located 16 km to the southwest on the bank of Menka River. Remnants of the 10th century settlement. Total area 207,600 square kilometer. Land area 202,900 square kilometer. Water 4,700 square kilometer. Other large cities include Golmar, Mogilev, Grodno, Vitebsk. Local currency: Belarusian rubles. GDP $63.08 billion. 2021 estimate. Natural resources: timber, peat deposits, small quantities of oil and natural gas, granite, dolomitic limestone, marl, chalk, sand, gravel, clay. Population: 9,466,856. 2021 estimate. Belarus ranks 96 in the world by population size. Ethnic groups: Belarusian 83.7%, Russian 8.3%, Polish 3.1%, Ukrainian 1.7%, others 2.4%, unspecified 0.9%. 2009 estimate. Literacy: people age 15 and over who can read and write, 99.9%, male 99.9%, female 99.9%. 2019 estimate. Languages: Russian official 70.2%, Belarusian official 23.4%, others 3.1% include small Polish and Ukrainian speaking minorities. Unspecified 3.3%. 2009 estimate. National holiday: Independence Day, 3rd July. 3rd July 1944 was the date Minsk was liberated from German troops. 25th August 1991 was the date of independence from Soviet Union. Religions: Orthodox 48.3%, Catholic 7.1%, others 3.5%, non-believers 41.1%. 2011 estimates. Government type: presidential republic in name, although in fact a dictatorship. Economy overview: declining Russian energy subsidies will end in 2024. Growing public debts. Strong currency pressures have led to higher inflation. Recent price control on basic food and drugs. Public sector wage increases and fragile private sector threatening household income gains and economic growth. Agricultural products: milk, potatoes, sugar beets, wheat, triticale, barley, maize, rye, rapeseed, poultry. Industries: metal cutting machine tools, tractors, truck, earth movers, motorcycles, synthetic fibers, fertilizers, textiles, refrigerators, washing machines, and other household appliances. Exports: $49.425 billion 2021 data. Export partners: Russia 42%, Ukraine 30%, United Kingdom 7%. 2019 estimates. Export commodities: refined petroleum, fertilizers, cheese, delivery trucks, crude petroleum. 2019 imports: $45.459 billion 2021. Import partners: Russia 57%, China 7%, Poland 5%, Germany 5%, Ukraine 5%. 2019. Import commodities: crude petroleum, natural gas, cars and vehicle parts, packaged medicines, broadcasting equipment. 2019. Climate: because of the proximity of the Baltic Sea, 257 meters at the closest point, the country's climate is temperate continental. Winters last between 105 and 145 days, and the summers last up to 150 days. The average temperature in January is -6 degrees, and the average temperature for July is 18 degrees with high humidity. The average annual precipitation ranges from 550 to 700 millimeters and is sometimes excessive. US-Belarus relations. Occupied by the Russian Empire since the end of 18th century, Belarus declared a short-lived national republic on March 25, 1918, only to be forcibly absorbed by the Bolsheviks into what became the Soviet Union. Occupied by Nazi Germany, Belarus was retaken by Stalin's Russia in 1944 and remained under Soviet control until declaring its sovereignty on July 27, 1990, and independence from the Soviet Union on August 25, 1991. Under Lukashenko, US-Belarusian relations have remained at a low level, despite efforts with the European Union to set benchmarks for improving Belarus' human rights and electoral practices. The United States recognized Belarus' independence on December 25, 1991, when President George H.W. Bush announced the decision in an address to the nation regarding the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Belarus previously had been being a constituent republic of the USSR. Diplomatic relations were established on December 25, 1991. The American embassy in Minsk was established on January 31, 1992, with George Ford as charge d'affaires ad interim. Ambassador Karen B. Stewart was recalled on March 12, 2008 following a threat of expulsion by Belarusian authorities and the recall of Belarus ambassador to the United States. Belarus subsequently voluntarily reduced the staff at its US missions, excluding the mission to the UN, to 5 persons and demanded the US reciprocate by reducing the US embassy in Minsk to 5 diplomats. When the US refused to comply, Belarusian authority expelled several US diplomats to reduce US embassy staffing to 5 diplomats. Fascinating fact about Belarus: the first thing that tourists say when visiting Belarus is that it is green, clean, safe, and comparing to Russia and Ukraine, it has excellent roads. Hi, thanks for watching to the end. I hope this video has been informative and entertaining. If you like this video and you would like to see more contents like this, kindly like, share, leave a comment in the comment section, and also please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed yet. Thanks for watching to the end. Have a nice day and look out for the next video.